Many of us take for granted the clean water we get from our faucets every day. Before we take a drink, the dangerous contaminants have been filtered out, leaving us with only what we want. One very important security solution for networks is filtering, content filtering, and web filtering. Just like filtering out dangerous contaminants from our drinking water, content filters and web filters filter out dangerous contaminants to our networks and users. Let's take a closer look. Let's start with content filtering servers. Content filtering servers typically have one or two configurations. Either you allow all content except for what you decide to ban, or you block all content except for what you decide to allow. These controls are implemented through security levels, allow lists, deny lists, and category levels. A content filter is designed to give network administrators and management the ability to block unwanted or inappropriate website browsing. For example, several organizations have guidelines stating that users can't visit adult sites, gambling, or shopping sites while at work. A content filter can be put in place, and the network administrator can configure the filter to prevent users from visiting these types of sites. Most often, the content filter allows everything except sites and categories that are blocked via a deny list. For additional flexibility, security groups can be configured to allow or prevent site access by group. New websites are created every day, so the filters must be updated regularly, like virus definitions. Most content filtering servers have an online subscription service to update websites and website categories at certain intervals, usually daily or weekly. Now, web filtering plays a pivotal role in safeguarding an organization's network. Its primary function is to block users from accessing malicious or inappropriate websites, thereby protecting the network from potential threats. Web filters analyze web traffic, often in real time, and can restrict access based on various criteria, such as URL, IP address, content category, or even specific keywords. Now, let's look at two different approaches to web filtering, agent-based and centralized. The first approach is focused on filtering at each endpoint. The second filters from a centralized proxy server that endpoints are connected to. Agent-based web filtering involves installing a software agent on desktop computers, laptops, and mobile devices. The agents enforce compliance with the organization's web filtering policies. Agents communicate with a centralized management server to retrieve filtering policies and rules and then apply them locally on the device. Agent-based solutions typically leverage cloud platforms to ensure they can communicate with devices regardless of the network they're connected to. This means filtering policies remain in effect even when users are off the corporate network, such as when working from home or traveling. Because filtering occurs locally on the device, agent-based methods often provide more granular control, such as filtering HTTPS traffic or applying different filtering rules for different applications. Agent-based filtering can also provide detailed reporting and analytics. In a centralized approach, a proxy server performs content filtering by analyzing web requests from users and determining whether to permit or deny access based on established policies. A centralized proxy server acts as an intermediary between end users and the internet. Beyond blocking unwanted or harmful content, a centralized proxy server can also perform detailed logging and reporting of web activity. A centralized proxy server employs various techniques to protect web traffic and ensure the safety of an organization's network. A proxy server can perform URL scanning, which involves blocking URLs known to host malicious content, are inappropriate, or violate the company's policies. Proxy servers also allow content categorization. This means that websites can be classified into various categories like social networking, gambling, webmail, and many others. Organizations can define rules to allow or deny access based on these categories. Another technique proxy servers can implement is block rules. For example, an organization could block all .exe downloads or certain domains or content categories. Proxy servers can even incorporate reputation-based filtering, which leverages continually updated databases that score websites based on their observed behavior and history. Sites known for hosting malware, engaging in phishing attacks, or distributing spam, for instance, would have a poor reputation score and could be automatically blocked. Content and web filtering aren't without potential issues and challenges. One common problem is overblocking or underblocking. Overblocking occurs when the filter is too restrictive, inadvertently blocking access to legitimate and useful websites and negatively impacting employee productivity. Underblocking, on the other hand, occurs when the filter allows access to potentially harmful or inappropriate websites. Another issue is the handling of encrypted traffic like HTTPS. Without proper configuration, web filters may be unable to inspect encrypted traffic, representing most modern web traffic. Well, that's it for this lesson. In this lesson, we discussed security solutions based on content and web filtering. We looked at how content filters can either allow everything except what you specifically ban, or they can ban everything except what's specifically allowed. We then looked at two approaches to web filtering: agent-based, which is applied to endpoints, and centralized, which is provided through a proxy server that network traffic flows through. We ended the lesson by looking at the challenge of not overblocking or underblocking when applying filters so that the network is protected and users can do their work and access their resources.